Hello, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. I thought today we could talk a little bit about the Super Bowl. So, I've made a few, I think maybe 3 football videos in the past. One was about trying to understand the divisions and the conferences. Sorry, my kitty cat's meowing. One was about just the game, trying to understand the rules of football and the game. And then one was some terminology, which I think I could make a bunch more videos, because every time I watch a broadcast, there are things they say that I go, oh yeah, that's something else to know. This is an ASMR style video, so it's not like a I don't know, a TED Talk or something. It's just, we kind of talk about it. I look up some information and try to memorize it a little bit so that I can tell you about it. Not even memorize it, just learn it, I don't know. Anyway, so the Super Bowl is the second Sunday in February every time, which lands it on February 11th. Sunday in 2024, and the upcoming Super Bowl is Super Bowl. Oh, let's do this. That'll be good. So I have previously done a video, which I might re-record, because I think the shoot, I'm sorry if you hear a cat, because I think the sound might not be perfect on it. I'll take a look at it. But anyway, it's all about Roman numerals. And so the Roman numeral L is equal to 50. The Roman numeral V is equal to 5. And the I is equal to 1. So in this, you would have 50, 5, 6, 7, 8. So L, V, I would equal 58. So hopefully this is Super Bowl 58. And I didn't mess that up. I think that's right. Anyway, Super Bowl 58 is the 49ers from San Francisco, which, by the way, I did a video with picks for the playoffs, and I spelled stupidly 49ers like that, and somebody said, yeah, it's 49ers, so it should be 49ers, or you write it out. But I think what my brain was thinking was like 9 ers. So since I had the number 9, I was just adding the ers. Okay, that's all on that. Anyway, okay, so it's the 49ers against the Kansas City Chiefs. And hold on, let me grab let's just grab this map real quick. So if you don't know, the San Francisco Chiefs, let me get my their stadium, where's San Francisco? There it is. It's like right here, I think. That's big. It's not that big, but just so you can see it. It's called Levi Stadium, and all the stadiums now are named after, companies, because they're just advertising. So anyway, they're Levi Stadium, and maybe, I'm sure Levi's were probably originally made in California, so that's kind of nice, I guess. But it's near San Francisco. It's Santa Clara, I think. So it's right there. And then the Kansas City Chiefs, I had to look up their stadium because it is called GEHA, Geha. And I was like, what is that? And it stands for Government Employees Health Association Stadium. So rolls right off the tongue. But they play in Kansas City, right outside, really kind of east, I think, of Kansas City, right there. And just so you know, if you're not familiar, because it is tricky, Kansas City, while it's right next to Kansas, is in the state of Missouri. So the Kansas City Chiefs are from Missouri. I know, everybody knows that. But you never know. Also, I have a lot of people from other countries who might say, why would Kansas City be in Missouri? I don't know. It's just because of the way it was on the border, and when they made the states, it ended up in Missouri, I think. Oh, I'm making that up. I don't know. Okay. So, so that's a little bit about this Super Bowl. I won't go into there's enough content on this current Super Bowl, I think, but yeah, I don't think I'll go into all that. I mean, the Kansas City. One of the things I did the divisional video. And Kansas City, if you remember, is with the AFC West division. And the 49ers are the NFC West. Kansas City's coach is Andy Reid. And they have Patrick Mahomes, and a lot of people know Travis Kelce because he was huge. He was already a huge star. He's been in Super Bowls. But also he dates Taylor Swift, so some people know him from that. And the 49ers have Kyle Shanahan as their coach, and their quarterback's Brock Purdy, who's only 24 years old. He's a young guy. Anyway, it'll be an exciting game, I think. I think that'll be a good game. Would I have liked to have seen the Lions get into the Super Bowl? Yes, I would. Okay, I don't think we need this. I just have it for fun because I made it for a different video. But let's talk about kind of the history of the Super Bowl. So once upon a time, there were two leagues, the National Football League and the American Football League. And they were both playing their own ball. And in 1966, there was a merger of these two leagues. And they decided to have a game, like a playoff game, that they called the AFL NFL World Championship game. And so the first of those AFL NFL, oh, I wrote this down, golly, I didn't even know. I did take some notes here. I thought I wouldn't remember, but I did pretty good. Okay, so the very first one was January 15th of 1967, and it was called the AFL NFL World Championship game. It was held at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. So that was the name of the first Super Bowl. And at that Super Bowl, there were two teams playing. I'll give you a second to guess before I pull it out. Okay. The teams were the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. So, anybody know who won that game? I bet a lot of people, because their coach is pretty famous. So the Green Bay Packers won 35-10. And I think the Green Bay Packers won year 1 and year 2. Maybe year 3. But the Green Bay Packers coach's name, I bet everybody knows this one, was Vince Lombardi. So the Green Bay Packers coach is Vince Lombardi, and they win the very first AFL NFL World Championship game, 35-10. Now, on the third year of the World Championship game, it got the name, and I think maybe it was, well, I don't guess I know, but somebody called it the Super Bowl. And after that, it became known as the Super Bowl. So the third game was the first game that was given the name Super Bowl, and they called it Super Bowl III. So in retrospect, they called these games Super Bowl I and II. So Vince Lombardi's Green Bay Packers won Super Bowl I, and I think II. I should have written that down, but I did not. So anyway, so this is 1967, 68, 69. Well, in 1970, Vince Lombardi died, and after that, they decided to name the trophy that they give during the Super Bowl the Vince Lombardi Trophy, or the Lombardi Trophy. And I did try to create a trophy to show you. And I thought maybe I wouldn't actually pull that out, but now that I'm looking at it here on my desk, I think I'm going to show it to you. But I'm not like an artist, you guys, so here we have the Lombardi. It has a football on top, and then it's sort of a pyramid shape, which I had a little trouble with. And it says NFL, and it has the NFL symbol. And that is the Lombardi Trophy. And at the end of the game, they all hold it up. All right, real quick, where can I put this where you can look at admire the beauty? I thought, I haven't actually checked this, but I have this book here that you guys who watch my channel know I love. And I am sure they will have Lombardi in here. Vince Lombardi. So I thought we could take a quick look at that before we move on. I can tell I must be talking quickly because I'm out of breath. I got real excited about my trophy situation. All right, Lombardi. Here we go. Vince Lombardi. Page 58. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh. It's not about him, it's a quote. Well, let's see which quote. When in Rome, do as Romans. When it rains, it pours. No. White of their eyes, don't fire until you see. No. It could be this one. Win or lose, it's how you play the game. It's not, that doesn't sound like Vince Lombardi. Win this one for the giver. That's Ronald Reagan, I know. Yeah, maybe not. Anyway, winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. Yeah, okay. Winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. Attributed to the professional football coach Vince Lombardi. Did I spell Lombardi wrong? Lombardi. No, I got it right. Okay. This proverb stresses the importance of reaching a goal no matter what effort is required. Compare it to win or lose. It's how you play the game. It's not whether you. Yeah. So he was a tough coach. Winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. So that was Lombardi. I wonder if that's like, do they have any quotes or anything on here? I didn't really look that up. I don't know. All right, so that is kind of, oh, I know what else about the trophy. So the trophy is called the Lombardi Trophy. And do you know who makes that trophy besides me, obviously? Very famous. Tiffany and Company is the one who makes it, which I did not know until today. So that's kind of interesting. Okay. Why did I write this down? Oh, that was the first year that they gave the Super Bowl the name the Super Bowl. So Super Bowl III was the first year that like came out at that time as Super Bowl. Before that, it was called the World Championship game. So it was in 1969. All right. Oh, I know what I thought was kind of interesting. During the halftime show for the very first World Championship game, of course, back then it wasn't anything like it is today. They were like, regular games in regular stadiums. They wouldn't, I don't even know if they sold out those games. I read somewhere the most expensive ticket was $12. My father-in-law told me he used to go see the Detroit Lions and you could just stand on the sideline. But they had a marching band, but they actually got a kind of big name for the time. A man named Al Hurt, who was a trumpeter, I don't know. And he was known for the Green Hornet theme. So I could have fixed that, but he was famous, kind of famous, Trumpets were a big deal in the late 60s. What's the name of the guy who I'm thinking of who did the, anyway, whatever. So Al Hurt was a pretty well-known trumpet player, and he led the marching band. So that's kind of fun. That was the first halftime show. All right, I have a trivia question. Hold on, let me get it. There have been 2 teams who have won the Super Bowl 6 times. Can you name those teams? Okay, it is. Let me see, am I writing them? Let me see if I already wrote them. Nope. Okay. Hold on, I'm getting out my piece of paper. I'm going to put these up here. Okay. 2 teams have won 6 times. Who are those teams? One is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the other is the New England. That wasn't a very good Patriots. 6 times. How about that? So, those are the 2 teams who've won the most Super Bowls, and they're tied at 6. But I do think that Tom Brady, did he win all 6 of those? Could that be correct? Wait, I must have. I don't have a note, but I think Tom Brady won all 6 of these Super Bowls, which is pretty phenomenal. The Steelers had a few wins in the 70s with their, what's it called, the steel curtain, right? And then Ben Roethlisberger, I think, won a couple, so I don't know the whole. But, so they've both won 6 times. All right, here's the next question. There are 4 teams that have never been, not only have never won a Super Bowl, because there are I think 12 that have never won a Super Bowl, but there are 4 that have never even made it into the Super Bowl to have the opportunity to lose. So do you guys know? Have a guess. The 4 teams. I wish there was a way to do a quiz. That would be fun, but I don't know how. Well, I know one, I'm very sad, did not beat the 49ers this year. Okay. Was that a hint? I'm cutting these off here. The Detroit Lions. Never have made it to the Super Bowl. Okay, the next team, the Cleveland Browns, never have made it. The Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This surprised me because I kind of felt like they had, but I don't know. I looked it up. That was one of those facts that, they have websites with. I don't know why. I thought I remembered. I don't know anything about them, but I thought I remembered them. Their helmet. Well, hopefully this fact was up to date. Tell me. Let me know. Let me know if anything's wrong here. But this is what I found. Anyway, okay. What else? What else? Well, I kind of was looking up how they decide where to play the game. And it turns out it wasn't all that interesting. Apparently, they used to have teams submit proposals. I think kind of like, the Olympics do that. And then I guess the team owners or something would vote. And that's how they decide where the Super Bowl is. But I think now, from what I understood, it's just sort of I don't even know how they choose. They don't have to, they just come up with a consensus vote on where it should be. And they plan it like 3 years in advance. So it can happen that it's played at your home team's stadium. But as far as I could tell, that only happened twice. And it was with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. And those were within the last, I don't know. I'd say recent, but sometimes I read the 90s and I go, oh, that was recent. That's when you know you're getting old. But I feel like they were pretty recent games. I think so. Anyway, so they can just play it. They can be at their home team is what I'm getting at. Let me just take a look here. I did take a couple notes to make sure I didn't forget anything. I don't know, you guys, if you have any other thoughts, we could look up more stuff and make some other videos. I mean, I feel like you could, there's so much information about so many things. You can make videos forever. But yeah, so the first Super Bowl, let's go back over, was January 15th, 1967. But at that time, it was not yet called the Super Bowl. It wasn't until 1969 that there was Super Bowl III. And that was the first year it was actually called the Super Bowl and not the AFL-NFL World Championship game. Also, I'm just assuming that the AFL became the AFC and the NFL became the NFC. But maybe the teams changed after that. I don't know. So we had the National Football League and the American Football League. And it was in Los Angeles. And the trophy is called the Lombardi Trophy, named after Coach Vince Lombardi, who won the very first Super Bowl. And it's made by Tiffany. I have a branding idea for Tiffany. First of all, the fact that I didn't know that, why isn't Tiffany doing a Super Bowl ad that says that? And especially now that, a lot of young women like football because of Taylor, they should make little Tiffany Lombardi trophy for your bracelet or a necklace. And then you could put the name of your boyfriend on it and say you're the champ to me. Oh, money. All right, anybody else needs branding ideas, let me know. Okay. Yeah, and the Steelers and the Patriots have won the most with 6. So rings for every finger and 1 for the thumb. Oh, my football. guys. Well, that's all I can think of. I was talking about the stadiums, which I thought I could do like a video on the stadiums, but they're all so named after big brands that it almost feels like advertising. But like I said, the 49ers, they play at a stadium called Levi Stadium, and their home stadium, I mean, and the Chiefs play at a stadium called that Giha. I wonder how they say that there. I don't know. And then the Las Vegas game is being played at a stadium called Allegiant, and that's an insurance company, I think. Allegiant. Oh no, airlines. That's an airline. Allegiant. Yeah. And it's not the biggest stadium. They're bigger ones, but it holds 65,000 people. I assume it'll be totally sold out. And they said it's a nice stadium because it has natural turf that they can pull out so that it's natural, and it has a roof, but it's like a translucent roof, so you get plenty of sunlight, and they can keep it like at an ambient temperature of 70 something degrees, even on 100-degree Las Vegas day. And all that, I kind of think like, I love a game out in the snow and the rain and the mud where like you can have crazy things happen, like the ball slip out of a guy's hand or somebody slip in the snow. That's always kind of exciting. So sometimes these games that are in these like hermetically sealed environments, is that the right word? I don't know. It's a little like too safe, you know. A little too precious. All football players. I'm just kidding. All right, let's cut these up and count them up. And everybody let me know if you have any other fun facts or if you want to see any other videos. I know people have been asking for European soccer, NASCAR. I tried to do a little baseball, but I could do more. College basketball and NBA. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know. I played basketball in high school, but I never knew what I was doing. I was real foolish out on the court because I never understood what was happening. There was a guy in one of the football videos who said he was like a tackler or something, I forget. But he said that he played for 4 years in high school and never understood the rules. But I thought that was funny. We've all been there. We've all been in a situation where you don't really know what's going on. But people are like, man, you're good. Okay. It's kind of like this channel. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it because it's fun. I think we're going to have a lot here, guys, to count up. What other things have people asked for? I was thinking, though, with NASCAR doing the pit crew, you know, what they do. I think that interests me because I'm always like fascinated. Grand Prix, too, when they pull up. When I lived in Detroit, they used to have a thing called they might still have it, I don't know, called the Detroit Grand Prix. And we would go. And one time, somehow my dad, through his work, had tickets that got you like, so where we were situated was right by the pit. And you could sit there and watch them like take the tires off and do all that super fast. It was cool. It was really something to see. So that's kind of interesting. You know, the sport that I kind of want to do, but I don't know that it would interest anybody. My sons ran cross country. in high school. In fact, their team went to states. They were very good. But I ran cross country and I didn't understand this because I only ran it in like junior high. But I never understood how it's a team sport. Like, you're not just running like a marathon by yourself. It's a team event. I think that's kind of interesting, but maybe not. I don't know. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm going to try to guess how many. Oh, and then should we do a pick? A Super Bowl pick? Maybe so. Should I do that real quick? But I was kind of thinking maybe I should do a pick video with other things because it's not enough to do just one. What else could I do? How many yards they run? I do this, if you haven't seen, it's just stupid. I kind of basically take these and flip one out, and then that's the winner. But I should do it. I gotta come up with other things we could do. I'll give that some thought. I'll try to do one this week. I mean, I'll have to do it this week. Super Bowl's soon. But those are always kind of fun. All right. How many do you guys think are here? Okay, I'm going to go with 32. I'm going to go with 38. I switch. 38. Oh, it might be heavy. It might be 32. 38. Hold on, let me write it down to keep me honest. Let's write 32. First guess should have gone with nope. I went with 38. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on, this is clinking a lot. These bracelets, my friend made them for me, and they're like, she told me they have some kind of powers. I don't know. Okay, we're starting over because I lost track. I just like them because they're cool and pretty. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oops. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Uh-oh. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 43. Close. Wait a minute, you guys, I just found something. Did this just fall out? Uh-oh. Count one more time. It's kind of hard to count these. I feel like they're sticky.